Hi, today I'm going to show you how to paint this beautiful Spanish door with beautiful colorful flowers with easy techniques. I'm Allison Pryor and I teach acrylic paintings for the beginner, step by step in real time so you can follow along with me. Let's get started painting. So I got a close up here for you so we can do the flowers, and this is the fun part. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our big old 1-inch brush and see how I got all the bristles opened up on it. I did a video on how to use this brush. If you need it, just let me know and I'll put a link in the bottom for you there in the description for you if you need to know anything about this brush. So it's all open. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my brush and I'm going to tap it into some red. I'm going to just put in some red first, okay? See how the bristles are, you know, they have just a red on the bristles, are all separated. It's great. So we're just going to put on some pretend flowers. So tap. See that? See all the little tiny flowers that come out without you having to do very much, only tap, tap, tap. Now we will be doing some other flowers, but I just want to show you that, you know, you can do a quick way. So I filled up my brush again and I'm tapping very gently. I'm very gentle because I don't know how many flowers I want and I don't know how big I want them. So I'm just going to put my reds on first. That'll make it a little easier. I'm going to put on all kinds of colors. So put on the reds first. See? Tap, tap, tap. These could be little red roses. I mean, you could even just have only one color on these if you want to. It could be little roses. But I can't stop at one color. I'm sorry. So we're going to go down here and down here. And we have all our roses on now. Isn't that the prettiest thing you ever did see? Just with this brush. It amazes me that this little brush and can do all this. But anyway, I am going to, like I said, if you want to know about this brush or if you know where you can get one, I'll leave it in the description. You can let me know if you're interested in this brush. But anyway, let's see. Let's do some more. Okay, perfect. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a few more colors. I think you can leave it as the red roses, or well, I'm going to leave my brush dirty and I'm going to go into some yellow. Now look what I have. And I didn't mix them together. I'm just tapping into the yellow, just like this. Watch. So I didn't mix it or anything like that. I just tapped up my dirty brush into the yellow, just like that. And now watch magic happen. More flowers. Isn't that pretty? We don't have to do very much. Can you imagine we had to do each little tiny individual flower with one brush? You'd be hours and hours, maybe even days, doing these individual flowers, wouldn't you? So you can add some bigger flowers on top of this if you want to. I kind of like this smaller flowers. Nice. Now you can have any colors you want. I'm just adding this. And even let them come down over the door if you want. And one more I'm going to do is white, because that will bring out all those nice colors. So I just tapped into my white. Just tap gently. Now see, there's a bit there, looks a bit too much on it. So I'm going to tap that off a little bit, because I don't want big, huge flowers ruining what we already did. So let's gently put that on there. Gently. A couple little white flowers. We don't have to have a lot. Pretty. Look at that. Isn't that nice? All those little flowers just with a couple of taps of your brush. Unbelievable. If you had to do them individually, we'd be here for about 3 hours. Okay, let's try the smaller ones down here and see what we can do with those. These are also nice. You can put all kinds of flowers in here. Let's see what we can do with those. Let's focus in on one first. Let's go over here. Alright, I like that one. That's nice even as it is, isn't it? But I have to show you some flowers. So we're going to take that bigger brush, we'll leave that for now, and we'll take the smaller, probably number 8, or like I said, it can be 8, 6, 8, or 10 bristle, okay? And we'll take that one for the smaller bushes. Spread them open. I know it's a little blurry, but I don't want to wait too long for it to focus. So, it's a bristle brush. And what we're going to do is we're going to add a few flowers. Now we're going to do basically the same as what we did on top before we add any more realistic flowers. And we're going to tap into our yellow. Just tap in gently until you get your brush filled up with paint. Tap it off in your tissue if you get too much on there, okay? You know, maybe even tap into, what you could do to make sure you're doing okay is get a piece of scrap paper, and just to see what's going to happen, tap on your scrap paper first just to see what is going to come out like, because whatever comes out here is going to come out over there. So then if you don't see like it, then you try it again. And if you like that coming out like that, then you're saying, okay, well, I'm going to go for it. So I got some yellow on my bristle brush, and I'm going to tap off in my tissue here, because I'm going to tap off in my hand just to spread them open. Now I got paint on this, so do it before you get paint on, okay? So just tap into your hand and then get the paint on there, and then they'll spread open. Okay, now then you're going to tap on little bits of flowers, just tiny. We don't want to lose that nice green under. Look how pretty that is already. See how simple it is, just with these nice brushes. Okay, they got to be kind of scruffy bristle brushes, but if you touch gently, you will get some really nice effects. Isn't that pretty? That is so pretty. Okay, so let's try the other one. Basically the same thing. You can have different colors. Alright, let's go with red on this one, just so I can show you. Okay, so I didn't even clean my brush. Just see how the bristles are spread open? And then you're just going to tap gently. Oh, now see, I pushed a little bit too hard. Okay, so very gentle. There we go. See how it spreads open better now? And go with the flowers coming down. Coming down. Don't go all over the place. Follow the shape of the flower. Now you may not need this much on there. I'm just doing this to show you. Pretty. Okay. What we'll do now is we can add some red to our other one. Alright, just a little bit of reds. Depends on what you want in there, you know. Depends on the flowers. Just tap very gentle, okay? Very gentle. Alright, get the shapes nice. If you lose your shape, alright, if you lose your shape, go back in with some dark green. Don't get in a frenzy. That can happen. So just get your dark green back if you make a mess, and go back in and get whatever colors you want, and then tap them gently on there. Just gently, okay? See how I fixed that? So you don't have to panic. Alright, so if you mess that up and you hate it, you can't, you're like, oh my god, I don't like that. Go right back to your dark green again, and then after that dries a little, then you can start putting your yellows and reds on there. So let's go with a bit of yellow over on the other one. Okay, so I'm just going to, now you might be able to make your flowers a little prettier than mine because I'm leaning over and I don't want to get in the way. So, I know, maybe one of these days I'll come up with a better setup, I don't know. Anyway, let's get this going. So, here we go. So some flowers coming down over the edge, down here. See, now I'm not fussy about that. So I'm going to, and I want to do this for you so you can see it. I didn't do it on purpose, I just messed up. It happens to the best of us, I guess. So, there we go. That's the paint coming out of the bottle. Now, I'm going to go and get my dark green back. And I'm going to go back over that again, because I didn't like it. And I think I'm making a real mess of this one, but I want to keep trying for you. Alright. So I'm just tapping back in what I took, you know, my basic color. Alright. I'm going to spread it open a little bit more here. Nice big old, there we go, that's a bit better. And now I'm going to spread open my bristles. I'm using the same brush, and I'm going to spread open my bristles by tapping. My brush is really dirty now with the dark green, so clean it really good. When you go from dark to lights, make sure your brush is really clean. You don't want to get that dark into your yellows and reds. Okay, let's try that again. Try that again. I'm going to be more gentle this time. And I'm going to spread them open a little bit more. There we go. Okay. I'll get a few little flowers in there. Now, get a few of those flowers down there, and that will get that started. Okay. And then if you want to put some different colors in there, I like blue, you know, blue and white. I find blue and white is really pretty. So I just tapped in some blue and tapped in some white, and I'm going to put some blue ones in here. I really think blue are pretty. Aren't they pretty? See that? Now you don't have to do much of anything else. This is, I mean, these flowers are pretty enough as they are, aren't they? So, you know, you don't have to take a small brush and make little teeny weeny. But if you want to, you can. I'll show you how to do a couple. Right, I'm going to have them hanging down. And I'm going to leave that one. I like that one the way it is. And so, I'm not going to touch the top one. I'm going to leave that because it's so pretty. See how nice it is? So I don't think we need to do much with that. So now I'm going to show you how to put some flowers on those on the bottom. And all you have to do is get a small little liner brush, or a small round brush, or whatever you can come up with, as long as it's a small brush. And all you have to do is put whatever colors you want on there. I'm just going to put one side of my brush into yellow and the other side into some red. And so I have two colors on my brush, and I'm going to just tap. Let me see. Get you closer so you can see it. So you can take your brush and just touch. Don't push the, well, don't rub it around, just touch and see what happens. I got a nice little flower there. You can put the red side down or the yellow side. I'm putting the red side down for now. I'm going to put a little one up here. Little one here. Pick up some more paint if you need it. Put a few here. Just somewhere. If you lose your yellow, just put some more yellow on and touch. See, I have these pretty little flowers. And some wherever you want them. Touch. 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 There's some pretty little flowers going on there. So you can have whatever colors you want. And over on the other one, I might also put one up on top and red side down maybe. Just touching. Touch. And wherever you want some extra flowers, just touch. And they'll be more realistic. There we go, and just touch. There's one right there. There. See, and then you get some of these more realistic ones in with the ones that you just did. So, let's see if you can see that better. See if I get so close that you can see what I'm doing. So yellow on one side and red on the other. If you want different colors, you go ahead and just touch. Touch. There's one right here. And so just touch and get those really pretty flowers there. Let's see where else. Put a little bit of yellow on that one. Maybe another one over here. Alright. So you got some flowers going on. There's a couple falling off around here. So you can put, you know, these nice little flowers on after you get all the others done. Blurry. Okay. Lots of nice flowers, aren't they? Pretty. Alright, now I'm going to clean up my flower pots there now. So I'm going to take the same colors that I used for my flower pots with a bit of black and a bit of red and a bit of blue. A black, bit of red, bit of blue. And I'm going to just clean up maybe a bit of white. Brighten it up a bit. And then I'm going to clean this up so they look more, that side doesn't look too bad. Let's see, let's see. So you can straighten up yours depending on the shape that you want. So if you lose your highlight, just put it back in. So I'm just cleaning up that edge because it looks kind of crooked. I'm gonna lighten it up a little bit. There we go. Scrubbing it in. Okay. So I won't lose my highlight completely. Just do that again. Cool. Now, the other one looks kind of strange, so I'm going to try to fix that up a little bit. Let's see. Maybe I will just get that over here a little bit. You can do your flower pots whatever kind of shape you want. So when you straighten them up, put your highlight back on if you need to fix them. Just go back to the original color if you really mess up. And then you'll get it all straightened up. So let's get that highlight back on there. There we go. Nice little highlight on that. Clean it up. So I know they're not the perfect shape, but I don't want to do too much with it, so you can fix up your, you can fix those up in whatever shape you want them to be, okay? I may go back over those again after, I'll see. I just want to carry on. So let's see what else we can do to finish it up. So let's do a few shadows on the wall, so that it looks like there's shadows underneath, behind the flowers. So let's try. We got the sun coming in, or the light coming in from the right, so we got a bit of, behind these are going to be a bit of shadow. So all you have to do is get a bit of red and blue and make a nice dark color. And we want it to be watery, so we can make a glaze. So just add some water to your brush and make a glaze so that you can see through it, so you can see that it's fading out. Good. So let's use that for our shadow. Let's put it in here. You can barely see it because you don't want too much. Okay, just a little shadow there, and there, and there. Let's see if you can see that. Now, I might have to darken it a bit for you because it's hard to see it. So it's just behind the flowers, shadows. There we go, just shadow that out a bit there. Some shadows on your door. And here. Just scrub it on a little bit just to make it look like the flowers. A little bit behind here. Just bring them down a little bit, some shadows. There we go. Just shadows. I don't know if that's dark enough for you to see. I'll try again. I don't want to make it look too messy for you. So there we go. I'm just scrubbing on a little bit of shadows around the flowers a little bit and just making it come out. See? See some shadows. That's all. Pretty simple. Probably will scrub a little bit over the door here. Hard to see it, so I'm going to do my best so you can see it. Blue and red, make a purplish color, and water. Make it nice and shadowy. I'm probably going to make this a little darker so you can see it. I'll put a little bit on the door here. A little bit. We already have lots of shadows, so we don't need too much. Just where the flowers are hanging over, they're going to give you some shadow color. So it's not much. So let's see, what else can we do? Okay, so let's do some final touch-ups. Let me see, I'm just trying to think of things to do. I'm going to put some grass down around here because it looks kind of bare down there, don't you think? I'm just going to put a bit of green on there and darken it up a little bit with some blue. And just put that little bit of green there. There we go. And just pretend there's some grass there. So I got my bristle brush again, size 8. And I'm just going to put a little bit of grass here. I'm going to leave those rocks there. I just want to put a little bit of grass to make it look like, a little more finished. Just want to get that there for you so you can see it. Alright. There we go. Alright, so let's just put a little bit of grass here, just so we can see. It looks like there might be some grass in this area. Alright, so it's a nice bit of dark green. We'll do the other side also. Okay. Now I was thinking about putting some flower pots, like smaller ones down there, and putting more flowers there. We could also do that too. I mean, I could go on and on and on and on, and we'll never get this done, but I'm just going to put a few little things here, just so I can Now that they're on my mind, I'm going to throw a few little bits of grass coming up here like this. I know I'm always trying to add more and more and more. Okay, so now I'm going to add a bit of highlight to that so you can see it. I just tapped into a little bit of yellow with my dirty brush. And I'm going to put that on top of here. This brush is great too because see how it just does the work for you. You don't even have to worry about it. You do it, tap lightly. See how nice that just came out? Okay, and we'll do the other side. Same thing. Get your dark green on, and then you just tap on a bit of yellows, just for highlight. Okay, see that? Now, you can do whatever you want here. You can play with it and put some. That's nice. There we go. And this one here needs. The light is coming in this way, so it should hit off that grass right there. Although it's behind the door a little bit, one's in front of the door, so you almost need to be there to see where the light's hitting. But you got to use your imagination now, because this is your painting world. Maybe it's a little darker back here. Cool. All right. Now, that gives it a bit more finished look, see? Good. Now, I am going to straighten up a few things here. Still trying to see what I can do with those pots. They're kind of really not what I'm looking for. As you can see, they're kind of crooked and not weird looking. So I think we're going to, now I want to do these and do it right so you can see what I'm doing. I don't want to leave it like that, but I'll do my best to fix them up. Let's see if I can get this to come down a bit more here. Looks like a big old tree stump. Oh. That's okay. And this one, let me see. Maybe I will widen this out a little bit more here. And I lost my highlight, but I'm going to go back in. Let's see if that looks better. Yeah, that's a bit better. Yeah, okay. I was hoping to have a little better shape than that, but you know, when you're doing a video, it's a little harder to get it the way you want it. Because I'm doing it, I guess you call it live, even though it's recorded. But I'm doing it live. I'm here trying to do this right away, and I don't want to edit too much because I want you to see what I'm doing. Anyway, that looks fine. So what else can we do? I think that's about it. You know, you can do lots more. If there's anything else you want to do, you go ahead and play around with it. And yeah, I think I'm going to call it finished. There's lots more to be done, but it's kind of pretty as it is. You know, there's lots more, like you said. I'm looking at it now and I can see so much stuff I'd love to do with it. I'd like to add some more flowers down here. If I did, I would probably get my little liner brush out and roll it into yellow and green. And probably pull up some nice little, these little things here, here. Just roll them up, you know, like I say, there's lots of things you can do. Just roll them up like that. Can you see that? Let's see. Okay, they're there. See, they're there. Now, I'm just bringing up a few of those long bits of grass, just with my liner brush. And you can do the other side. Just pull up. And if you want to add a few little bits of flower on there, just take a bit of red on one side of that brush, same brush, and put a bit of red on it. Blurs up when I get too close to the camera, sorry about that. And a bit of red and a bit of yellow. And just, I'm using the reds and yellows, but you can use whatever you want. And just tap on, just touch like you did on top. Just, whoops, just touch, touch. I'm going to go with white and red this time. You can't see it. Alright, there we go. Little tops. Little tiny flowers. There we go. They're cute. Let's try the other side. Let me try a bit of red and white and yellow, all the bright colors, and just touch, 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 wherever you think they might be. Cute. Yeah, and that's that. And let me see what else. Door has some light on it. The walls have some shadow. Anything else you want to put on there? More flowers, more shadows. And you could have a window in here too. So if you want to see those things, you want to see more added to it, you can certainly ask me, and I will take probably another one more video after this one. But for now, I'm going to call this finished, and I will put them in lesson 1, 2, 3, 4, however many lessons I'm going to put up, and I'll put them in a playlist. So lesson 1 will go up tomorrow. Today is Wednesday, tomorrow's Thursday. There's no sense giving you times and stuff, because you'll be watching this video months from now and be going, when? So I'm just going to tell you that I'm going to put it up in lessons, and then I will put that in my description and everything that you need to know about it. And that's it for now. So if you like this painting, and if you want to ask me any questions, leave it in the comment sections below. And if you think this is a good painting that you got something out of, you can let me know. I really love your comments. So that's it for now. You can like and subscribe to get more of these paintings, and you can ask for requests. And that's it for now. So I'll see you in the next video from Allison Prior. So when you put shadows on, you can also put some across the door. So you can get your purple, just get your purple color, red and blue, and make it watery. So I just dip my brush in, I got it full of water, see? And then just bring the shadows across. Now if it's too red, go and get some more blue, because I don't want it too much on the red side. And just bring the shadows across the door a little bit, just to give it like there's shadows going across the door. See? That gives it another bit of shadow. If you notice, the more shadows you got, it looks really nice. Really adds a lot of interest to your painting. See? Just add some more shadows wherever you think they might be. More on the blue side. Turn your brush and just pull them through. Good. So we don't want to cover them up totally, but it's nice to have those little shadows. And everything can come across your door. Well, here. Then we get a little bit behind the flowers. And a little bit across the grass. All those little tiny techniques give it a nice interest. So I'm hoping that will look nice. Looks pretty nice. Okay. You got the light shining on it, plus some shadows from the flowers and the bushes. Okay. Now